SCA Minhag of the Week, Tish'a BeAb, Birkat Kohanim. The question is, on Tish'a BeAb morning in Shahrit, do we do Birkat Kohanim? Simple answer, our Minhag is definitely not. But let's explain what's going on, and let's understand why I'm bringing up this question. So, as we've known for centuries, the custom of almost every Sephardic community is not to do Birkat Kohanim on the morning of Tish'a BeAb. Rather, it is only done during Minhav Tish'a BeAb. And this was the custom throughout Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, Iraq, Turkey, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Greece, Bulgaria. No matter where there was a Sephardic community, this was the custom. The question is, why has it changed? Or why is it on the verge of change? And this is due to the writings of Hachamim from Yerushalayim, Iraq Kodesh. In Yerushalayim, the Minhag is otherwise. The Minhag in Yerushalayim is to do Birkat Kohanim on the morning of Tish'a BeAb, and rabbis from Yerushalayim who frequent our community, they visit our community, they write books, they teach members of our community, and they have a different custom there. And it seems that in the last decade or so, there are some minyanim in our community that have instituted doing Birkat Kohanim based upon these teachings. And it's not that they wanted to usurp our minhag, they were unfamiliar with our minhag. So, what is our minhag based upon, and why should we uphold it? There are a number of Hachamim that have dealt with the issue of Birkat Kohanim on the morning of Tish'a BeAb. In a nutshell, they have likened it to a mourner in a house of mourning, a mourner who's a Kohen in a house of mourning. So on the morning of Tish'a BeAb, there is no question, we are all, the entire Jewish nation is in a state of mourning. Whether you're a Kohen, you're a Levi, you're Israel, we're all mourning. We're all very sad, we're sorrowful, we're not in the frame of mind to do Birkat Kohanim or to accept Birkat Kohanim. How does this come into play? In a house of mourning, the mourner is very sad. He has no shalom. She has no shalom. There is no peace for these people. And to come with Birkat Kohanim, which is a beracha of shalom, of peace, it concludes with the words Va'yasem lecha shalom, is not befitting. And if the Kohen himself is a mourner, he cannot go up to do Birkat Kohanim and repeat those words and bless the people. On the morning of Tish'a BeAb, we ourselves are mourners. And so any Kohen among us cannot go up and say those words. So it doesn't fit in. Now this is not something that, it's a nice connection, but rather these are big Hachamim that have written about this. This goes back, it seems, the earlier sources we know about them from Italy. We have the Shibudei Haleket and the Tanya Rabbati, they write about it. And then we also have later on in Spain, we have Rabbi David Abu Dirham. And in Turkey, in Istanbul, we have Hacham Hayim ben Benesteh in his Shiurei Knesset Gedolah, and they all talk about this. So some talk about the connection of Am Yisrael as mourners, and since mourners don't bless, all of us cannot bless on the morning of Tish'a BeAb. There are those who say that there's the issue of Shalom and the Birkat Kohanim, and there are those who bring another pasuk, a pasuk from Yeshaya, and the pasuk in Yeshaya says, "Ufarischem kapechem alim einai mikem." When you spread forth your arms, your hands, I will hide my eyes from you. And the Hachamim explain this pasuk to mean at a time when you are full of sins among your fellow man, you have shed blood. It doesn't have to necessarily be that you are a murderer of real blood, but you embarrassed a person, you humiliated a person. At that point, you need to rectify yourself first before Hashem wants to hear from you. So how could you, on a day that we're mourning and we're talking about the concept of Sinat Hinam, how can we come and lift our hands to Birkat Kohanim when we know God is turning his eyes away from us? So it's another concept that some of the Hachamim point out. So even though this was a custom in Jerusalem, and still is a custom in Jerusalem, to do Birkat Kohanim on Yom Tish'a BeAb Shahrit, our custom, like I said, the custom of our community, and it's clearly detailed to us. We know we have 3 different versions of the Tish'a BeAb morning prayers. We have that put out by Young Sha'ari Sion. We have that put out by Rabbi Cherba and Sha'ari Rahamim. And we have that put out by Teba Publications. All 3 of them for the Syrian community all clearly indicate not to do Birkat Kohanim in Shahrit, and that is the custom. We also have the Tish'a BeAb prayer book from the Syrian community in Argentina, which also says we do not do Birkat Kohanim. We also have the Tish'a BeAb book of the Egyptian community here in Brooklyn, which also says no Birkat Kohanim. This is a very, very clear custom. It's written about in many places. Some people want to say, well, the Ben Ish Hai says to say Birkat Kohanim. Ben Ish Hai, in fact, in Parashat Tisaveh, says do not do Birkat Kohanim, and that is the custom in Baghdad, even not to do Birkat Kohanim. So this is our custom. It's a custom to uphold, and hopefully we will have shalom. We have shalom as we're ending the fast. During Minha, we say Birkat Kohanim, and hopefully this will be the end of Tish'a BeAb as a mournful, sorrowful day.